Japan, published in the year 2014. मेरा जूता है जापानी. Who doesn't love this 1955 DT from the film Shri 420? The Charlie Chaplinesque vagabond Raj Kapoor skipping along the dusty roads of real India, lip syncing to the rollicking innocence of Mukesh's gentle voice, Shankar Jaikishan's music, and Shailendra's lyrics, the song became an anthem. It captured India's post independence heart and immortalized Kapoor as a tragic comic symbol of our wide eyed infant republic. Back then, in the 1950s, Japan, Britain, and Russia were aspirational role models for a young nation in the making. Memories of the British Empire had still not faded, and Communist Russia was Nehru's most favored role model. But it was Japan which not only captured the national imagination but from the 1950s to the 1980s also the Indian wallet. A made in Japan toy or a Seiko watch or a Sony television were seen as markers of social arrival. Ah, Japan. We sighed admiringly, starstruck by Japanese engineering skills, disciplined society, and glorified status as an Asian superpower. Tokyo was the Asian paradise. Bollywood, always a mirror to the times, kicked up its heels to the beat of Gudiya Japan Ki as army wives held ikebana classes and homemakers gushed over glossy photos of bonsai in praised new wall calendars. Then, with the magic of Middle Kingdom, the Chinese took over. The Deng Revolution liberated the Chinese economy, putting China on the fast track to superpower status as a slumbering giant leapt to its feet. The label Made in China replaced Made in Japan. But while we admired the Japanese, we feared the Chinese because of a combination of history and geography and the 1962 Sino Indian War scared our memories. With a more distant Japan, a country we viewed through the prism of Sony and Nissan, we did not feel the same sense of foreboding even though World War II had drawn the Japanese army into Indian territory. An imperialist Japan did not terrify us the way an expansionist China did. No wonder we happily invited Japanese companies to set up car factories for us, build our roads and bridges, and marveled every time we crossed the Japanese made flyover. Maruti Suzuki came to exemplify Indo Japanese friendship. That happy little car, gaily painted green or maroon, packed with the extended families of upwardly mobile Bharat, symbolized our more confident dreams. Chinese companies were national security threats, while Japanese businesses were partners. The Chinese are always inscrutable, the Japanese, even in their greatest success, a little more reassuringly Asian. Our Prime Minister was just 5 years old when Shri Chausobis hit the screens, and the film may not have reached sleepy Vadnagar. Yet, Modi's visit evokes that older era when Indians aspired to Japani juta and when Japani gudiya was a prized item in pre-liberalization desi showcases. Thanks for listening. Now some word power. The Chinese are always inscrutable. Inscrutable. Inscrutable means not showing any emotions and therefore difficult to understand to know. Thanks for listening.